All right, lesson 1.9, volume of spheres, the last lesson in Unit 1 that we're going to be going over. Let's go and make it bigger for us. There we go. The I can statements that we've gone over, things that you can do. And again, I can recall the formula to find the volume of a sphere. You're going to have to memorize that for the test, for Unit 1 test. Please put all this in your notes. Here's your vocab for the day. Sphere is a round, solid figure with every point on its surface equidistant from the center. So no matter where you're at, say this is right in the center of a basketball or a globe, no matter where you go out to the sides, it is equidistant. It's equal, no matter where you start from. Equal distance. Now radius, we've been working with that. What happens if they give you the diameter and not the radius? What do you have to do? If they give you the radius and not the diameter.
Divide the diameter by 2.
Exactly. You divide it by 2. All right, let's practice. Calculate the volume of the sphere. What did we say? A couple examples of a sphere that you see in school are?
Basketball.
A basketball. What else?
Globe.
The globe. Those are pretty common ones that we see. So what you need to show in your work so you don't end up in lunch detention for this is, so the formula is volume equals 4/3 pi r squared, right?
Cubed.
Right. It's not squared. It's what? It is cubed. That's a difference. It's not squared now. It's radius cubed. So fill in. Volume equals, we'll take 4/3 times 3.14. And now what is our radius? 7. So that's 7 cubed, which means 7 times 7 times 7. Now, like we practiced earlier, take your calculators and take 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 times 7 times 7 times 7. What does that equal? You should just end up with your answer. Round it to the nearest hundredth for me. Round it to the nearest hundredth. What do you get? Levi, what'd you get?
1,436.
1,000, whoops. 1,000 what?
1,436.
1,000. What's the whole number that you're coming up with?
1,436.03.
And 3/100ths?
Yeah.
Like that? Am I done? Label. And what is my label? Centimeters cubed. That is my final answer. Questions? All right, let's do the next one. Now we have a snow globe. It's the season. I love snow globes. Those are awesome. I don't know how they make them. Snow globe is filled with water so that the snowflakes will swirl around when you shake the globe. Just puts you in a happy place reading that, doesn't it? Anyway, Elf, he loves the snow globes. The snow globe is a, what's that word?
Hemisphere.
Hemisphere. What does that mean?
Part of a sphere.
Means half of a sphere. So a hemisphere is half of a sphere. This hemisphere, this snow globe, what is its radius?
2 inches.
2 inches. Right here, they told us it is 2 inches. So what do I have to do if I want to just find the volume of this hemisphere? Is there a formula for a half a sphere? No, so what am I going to have to do? find the volume of a
Oh.
whole sphere, as if that was a whole sphere. And do what?
Divide by 2.
Divided by 2.
And then take that whole answer and divide it in half, divided by 2. Because we only need half of that sphere to find that snow globe. So, tell me what the volume of the whole sphere is before you divide it by 2. So on your calculators again, do the top part first. 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 times, what's the radius?
2.
So, and it's cubed, so that means there's 3 of them. What do you get on the top part here before we divide by 2? The volume of the whole sphere is what?
33.5.
33 point to the nearest hundredth? 49. And now we have to take that and divide it by what? 2, because we only need half of it. So the volume of just this half a hemisphere is what? Volume equals, what's 33.49 divided by 2?
16.75.
Yes, 16.75 what? Inches cubed. Excellent. Questions on that one? All right, now let's go to the next one. Okay, I want you to do all the work in your notes and then hold up your answer on your whiteboard, or just raise your hand. I'll come and look at it, or put it on the whiteboard, whatever you want to do. When I tell you that it's right, if you get it right, you can start on your homework. Pages 5 and 6, the last 2 pages in your packet. We're not going to do the last 2 examples, that example 4. We're running short on time, so you can work on your Packer Bull. I want to hand that out, and then you can work on your homework. Okay, so when you get this one, hold your answer up. Okay, there's your formula that you need to start out with. 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. You got to figure out what your radius is. Now, for some of you, you might want to double check and be cautious of what you use for your radius here. All right, to finish this up, then you would take your radius on this one is divided by 2. So your radius is 9. So this has to be a 9. Volume equals 3,052 and 8/100 inches cubed.